continue on. Again, we've got Necron Destroyers as our new enemy type, which is what these guys are all talking about. Go ahead with Scaviola and his interest in seeing what the necro technology it looks like and how it deals with humans. But Faustinius is like, look, man, mission accomplishment, then troop welfare. Let's go ahead and get this one done. So now we're on a hunt for for a Necron Destroyer specimen. Okay, we apparently, during all that stress and trauma, skidded way off of the map. Start. Okay, so we're all the way here in this corner. We can go now into one of these glyph rooms and try and increase essentially our Necron vocabulary. This here in the corner measures the initiative advantage for either the Necrons or us. Right now it starts off in a neutral state. We've got our two canticles over in this corner. We've got 0 awakening level. So we can either try and skip ahead a bit, because our mission is to end up here, so we can wander around. It looks like either way we go, we're going to get at least 2 glyph rooms and 1 room where we make another decision. So I don't want to wig everything up, and I want to minimize the amount of Necrons that I have to fight each fight. If I can try and get another mission in after this, we're going to go this way. Again, we run into a glyph. The axe is healing, but we don't need anybody healed right now. Let's see what this glyph on the left is. If it's good, bad, or indifferent. It gave us Blackstone, so we'll take that as good. Take that as good and keep on rolling. Again, since our mission is at least 2 more rooms away, and we have a glyph there and a decision, it doesn't really matter which way we go here. Like, if we're really feeling skippy, let's go a little bit the longer way. Or at least leave that option open to my head. I know I just said that we're going to go ahead and hurry up through here. And now we've got a chance to study the language, and Videx is now quoting scripture that's saying, let's not do that, if you don't mind, sir. Okay. Chamber is bathed in a constant data flow transmitted by the tomb's awakening protocols. This transmission must be of Necron. We have a choice of blocking out the transmission, or we can delegate. Relay the transmission back to the spaceship, or we can try and decode it. Go ahead and try and decode it, since we're here men of science. Very obsessed with the mechanisms of the cosmos. Praising some lord. One of the Necron lords is being praised, and it is just a litany of propaganda on repeat. But for our cost, we woke up the Necrons a bit. But we got 2 CP points, so we can deploy 2 more of our servitors. That makes the decision for me. Gonna go ahead and take the short path here, take this glyph, and then go straight into the final mission room. Again, I don't want to get caught up on the Necrons messing with me too hard. Both of these glyphs should be good, and after I picked these glyphs a few times, it will, like I said, it will turn green and let me know that we've seen it before. Should be keeping track of these pictures, but I guess that's what the recording is for. I'll learn them as we go along. Got Blackstone the last time. Let's check and make sure that we get Blackstone this time. Yes, about 46 more. I don't think we have enough for both of our tech priests to get another level up, so let's keep on gathering as much of that as possible. No more glyphs. Necrons are already half awake, so let's go ahead and crank this out. See if we can get this mission done and dusted without additional reinforcements on their behalf. All right. Now, in the first video, this is the platform the boss was on, essentially. Videx is really just anti-Xeno. Again, if you get into the lore of 40k, it is kind of ridiculous how human beings treat everything else in the galaxy. And Tyrsis is kind of the biologist of the group. So he's asking, like, wait, what are you talking about? Before we devolve into a scholars debate, Faustinius says, let's get back on mission, shall we, ladies and gentlemen, and not mess this all up. Okay, it looks like we've got some kind of built-in cover for our tech priests, administer melee. Let's make sure that Rabbi Range is definitely hiding behind a wall. We're going to have Mr. Melee, who will be going. Seems first this time. I guess his initiative is better this time around. But he'll still be going after the destroyer. And I know these red rooms are going to generate at least a couple of Necron warriors. So let's try and get him situated. And then we're going to have a whole bunch of cannon fodder ready to go out the door as a distraction. Or at least 2 this round and pick up some more next time. Now that I'm seeing that, okay, if I recall this one, we're gonna do some more ring around the rosy around these pillars here, so we're not getting just straight up wrecked by. Oh, look at that! It's as I called it. Here comes some of the Necron warriors. Sweet. Yeah, this guy has a massive range, and he'll be able to move around rather quickly and catch up to us. So I'm going to delay this guy's turn since he's kind of boxed in. We have one console that we can scan, which will give us some Lackstone. Again, I want to shorten this distance here if at all possible. So let's go ahead and get this guy up against the wall. So he's still not in range of anybody in particular. No, not absorbing damage this round, but I will need some cognition points, so I might as well get the pillars that are farthest away from me. They regenerate every turn anyway, so it's not terribly important which one you use. You just want to make sure that you have some on hand. Especially since his weapon takes 1 to swing at all. Now, Rabbi Ranged, I don't want you to become pinned, so I need you not too far away from any kind of cover that you can get. But again, let's go get you some more cognition points as well. Yeah, go forward one there. Since it seems like you will be going after all of the Necrons, let's not wander you too far away from where you need to go. Let's just go straight out ahead and put a servitor in front of you if we get the chance. So you can at least absorb some damage. Okay. Now, sir, this way. Now let's see if we can get this other servitor to kind of block up the path a bit. He goes twice around? Oh, that's going to be... Alright, you, sir, are just a distraction. Go ahead and, yes, let's end the turn. There's nothing else for us to do here. Okay, hopefully this won't kick in during this battle, but you never know. Again, those pillars have come back online. So we get to deploy 2 more servitors, which is cool. Again, we want Rabbi Range to not get shot by anything coming around that corner. We're going to make it harder for this guy to sweep in and hit. I believe he does an AoE basically, if you let him. So okay, he can't get in. He can't get stuck in with us. And which servitor are we talking about? Okay, you were talking about that one. I'm gonna try and block off his path as well, going this way. Rabbi Range and just kind of duck and cover behind him, see what we can get going. Hopefully you won't be able to shoot this turn. Ooh. Alright, Minister Melee. Wait and see what this guy does on his second turn around, and then move to. Definitely gone to. So try and move a little bit closer with Rabbi Range, so he's out of line of sight until he's ready to attack. Okay. Come out the backside and hopefully be able to scan that item. Scan that console sitting over there. Now, if this guy comes anywhere near that corner, we'll be able to sweep him up, I hope, with at least one attack of opportunity. Okay, this servitor. So I'm going to guess that this box here, this particular square here, has got the scarabs. So let's try and also set up on this guy, just in case. We have to kill or destroy the targets for a mission accomplishment here. Let's see. I can't spend any extra CP on these guys, so if anything worse comes to worse, let's make him go wide in order to attack us. Again, trying to avoid that AoE attack, which I believe he's got. He's anything like the boss from the tutorial. Oh no, he's got a cannon and he's going to hit me with it, and he just killed a servitor because he's a jerk. Thank you, sir. Okay, so going around that corner was just a bad idea. Back up one and not go around this time with Minister Melee, who hopefully won't have to use a heal. But if worse comes to worse and we're really just in on this guy, we can try and heal or block damage or something. Oh, and here comes the reinforcements, which I was terrified of in the first place. So, let's see, who's first up? This guy is going to wipe out another one of servitors. That's less than optimal. Okay, so now I need somebody over here with Minister Melee, and you, sir, have just volunteered for that. Yeah, we're going to make this guy come around that corner. Any guys come around that corner. So I don't want to go out there. Quite plain and simple. Okay, you're going to hide behind this corner and wait. Oh, good. I get to use my servo skull to kind of stock up on cognition points so I can start really swinging in once I do get a target within my grasp. I'm gonna wait. Okay, now you, sir, have. If I go here, I can blast you. If I go there, I can't. So if I go out here, do my thing, and then step back around the corner, I'll be able to get some damage in. I definitely start building my machine spirit. Hey, got a critical hit on him. But no, that's our guy that has 5 damage, not him. But this will expose his stats, and we'll see that he has 6 more hit points, and he's got 2 energy armor. So we're going to back up around this corner behind our servitor. Also going to get cognition points. Then we're going to end our turn. Now the cool thing about this is with this claw, we'll be able to heal 2 to 4. So we might be able to actually make that servitor last more than just a round. But honestly, he can swing in, which is cool. And he swings in for physical damage, so we don't have to worry about his armor absorbing it all. Okay, we actually have to. That's not right. Well, apparently we're going to get hit by an attack of opportunity, but that's fine. Oh, okay, cool. Wasn't able to because he's, of course, a ranged character, and being in melee range means that he's not going to be able to do what he wants to do. I'm going to move back since we need to make sure. Oh wait, he was able to hit us with the butt of his rifle, but he was able to give us another cognition point that we needed. And here come the scarabs as predicted, and this Necron warrior corner, and this guy's gonna do who knows what. Scarabs and another Necron. See, this not great, Bob. Not great. And this guy is just gonna move twice every round. So we're gonna have to gather people around us in order to get in there and start smoking this guy. Again, this servitor, we need you basically to not get shot all the way up on your way through there since you can't reach all the way over there. Cool. Just end your turn for the. Take your acid damage. I thought I was able to hide behind it. Apparently, I was not. Okay, so Mr. Melee. Let's go ahead and heal since we're really just stalling with this guy. I'll use the claw on him. Hopefully we'll be able to repair all of that damage. There we go. Good, good, good. Now we can't get that. Can we? You know what? Let me go ahead and start removing some of these pieces from the board because this is going to start getting really, really ugly in a little bit if we can't. So let's try and get these guys off of the stage. 3 to 5. There we go. Destruction is the destiny of the Xenos. We're going to sit there and end that turn. And now, let's see. Is that an opportunity to attack if I walk away from him? Well, right now my ranged weapons are not able to do anything. This guy's going to get his opportunity attack. But it's for 1. That's fine. He'll still be in range when I turn around and blast his face off. Go ahead and use his cognition point here. because I need physical attack, plus that builds machine spirit. Well, and I got the crit, so that body's not coming back. But now I've got enough. Well, do I have a target to use this on? No, I do not, because he's out of range. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and gather another cognition point for free, essentially. And if I stay here at the start of the next round, he'll get another cognition point, so that should be enough for him. Yeah, hopefully we can start wearing down some of these ads uh, and then start working on the destroyer. Since he cannot come on this side. He has to go around this corner. And once he does, he becomes... okay, we got to start spacing out the damage on Minister Melee here as well. That's starting to become a bit of a problem. Okay, let's get in. We can fit in and hopefully knock this guy out of combat. Machine Spirit able to give us enough damage to get rid of those scarabs. I get too deep into there because old boy's going to move twice, and he. Well, you know what? That's what servitors are for. But let's definitely not go in that corner. No, let's back up one from the corner. Lesson learned. Here we go. So you stay there. So. Right. This popped up. He gets his extra cognition point just for standing there. That guy does absolutely nothing. We need to run in on these two guys over here, or else we're just going to start eating damage to the face with no means of striking back. At least you ate it, not Minister Melee. Now we're going to get all up in this guy's grill, sure. Full 4 cognition points, so we're going to do a lot of weird stuff now. We're going to hit you, since you only have energy armor. Okay, why are you not attacking that guy? Oh, okay, the cursor was not able to see it apparently. So that's 3 damage on that. We also were able to destroy his armor. We can go ahead and absorb 5 damage to allies in range, so we'll go ahead and use that. And now we're down to 2 cognition points. Get one for free essentially, right back here. And as soon as he moves, we get a target or attack of opportunity on him. Okay, so he's kind of stuck in, or we're stuck in on him. Now, you know what? I'm going to come over here and see if I can help a little bit and ruin at least one of these guys' day. Again, our destroyer friend is not able to do much in terms of coming on this opposite side, so he won't be behind us. And I need to make sure that we are doing all the damage we can every time we can. Block. Oh, it's not blocked out. Right. Do 3 to 5 damage before he even moves, and then the target of, or the attack of opportunity. Yeah, this seems like the best play for that. Get our machine spirit triggered, so we're starting to build towards that canticle. He's got acid damage on him. He got crit. Gonna go ahead and grab some more cognition points from over here. This is off of cooldown. And then let's see if I can aim in with this other one. and take... Can I shoot you again? Do 2 to 3 damage on you. I'm going to assume 2 to 3 on you, but also find out which armor, if any, you have on you. So there we go. So be able to scan that. So he's got 5 damage left, 2 damage taken there. You know what? We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna get in here and use as many cognition points as possible. We're gonna heal this guy so he gets to be a bit more cannon fodder again, and maybe we've stepped inside the range where we're gonna absorb the damage. So who knows what that's gonna look like. So yeah, that was a pretty good turn out of Rabbi Ranged. You know what? You stay exactly where you are. Oh, I should have ended that turn instead of delaying it still. Right. So, as expected, he was not able to get his attack out of range of us. So wait, is there a corner here? No, there is no corner there. So I'd be basically walking this guy into a death trap. But he's... who knows? Alright, Servitor. See if you can stand another round. Thank you for hitting that guy. Don't know why, but bless you, I guess. Alright. Reserves, yes, you have 5 damage left. Let's go ahead and knock you out the base, neck, and chest. One less damage. You move again. Another damage. Yes! Downed him with the 5 damage. Awesome job, Servitor. What is up, my friend? Okay, we get to heal 2 to 4. You missing 3. Alright, cool. Now, let's see. How are we going to play this? We need to get in and get this guy getting hit for extra attacks as much as possible. He's got 18 hit points. We need to get this damage on him and start building up our machine spirit again. So there, take that 4 to the face. Yeah, and stay in on him. Now, with Rabbi ranged, he will be able to hit this guy. Plus, grab some cognition points, which we're going to need because I need to do that 18 damage on him. Did you really just do that? Did you really just go an extra square over? Okay, no, you did not. Okay, cool. We can do 2 to 4 damage on him and put acid on him as well. So maybe we can start getting those dots to help out. But what I'm also going to do is make sure that I put one of these Necron guys out of his misery right now. Hold on. No, I do not have the movement capability to get over there, so one of you guys is not like the other. There you go. And now, since I want you to have as many points as possible, let's go ahead and put you over near the cognition tower. Right. Leave with as many as you came in with. And you've got no other things. Plus, all your stuff will be off of cooldown this next turn. Now, I'd like to go ahead and see if I can get multiple attacks of opportunity off on this guy every turn. Again, that 14, or no, he's down to 10 now. I just don't want him to be running around twice, being able to just murk us for no good reason. Okay, that's a timer of 2, but we get an attack of opportunity. Now from 10, you go down to 5, so alright, you get your one shot in. Hope you make it count. Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. No, 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 no. We're not reanimating any faster. So yeah, this guy's definitely gonna have to get tagged some way, shape, form, or fashion. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh no, we lost Minister Melee. And permanent death is on, so that's gonna suck. Gotta wipe this guy out on the way out. So let's get in there and get it done, I guess. Problem with permadeath, of course, is all that blackstone that we've already spent is spent. We're not getting them back. So that's that's tragic. I did not account for the fact that he moves twice. I was really hoping that he would die on the attack of opportunity. Uh, Pour one out for Minister Melee. And always getting closer with this guy because we need you to survive and get in range and box this guy in. Alright, let's see if you're going to. If you move as far as you can, will you be in range? Okay, yes, you will be in range, and we're going to make sure that you get dead quick, fast, and in. Hmm. If you'd have been a little bit faster, we could have moved in and saved Minister Melee. I'm just really hurt about that. Um, but that's what you get when you play with Ironman and permadeath is on. Comes the breaks coming in. All right, no threat remaining. That mission done and dusted. Hopefully we'll be able to get somewhere, or at least be able to replace Minister Melee. Okay, those war forms are a bit dangerous, to be sure. Hmm. Okay, so his job, Scaviola's, is to perceive the grander picture, to strive to acquire and understand for the benefit of all mankind. That was, let's see, he's more interested in studies. Right. Okay, so trust the scientific method, sir. We lost 100 Blackstone for losing Mr. Melee there. It looks like we did not bring it back. Okay, well, we got 94, so we're kind of, I guess, we're passing even, but we've lost time. Now they're 6% awake. Got a new canister, which will allow us to do additional damage on a 3-turn cooldown. Our cognition gauge went up by 1, but we did not get anybody else replacing it. We get the Cant of the Craft level 2 because we again did not do Canticle this mission. Now, upon reflection, I was in that weird middle zone. I had 7 out of 10, got hit twice before I could do anything else, so I was going to lose that guy anyway. Let's see if they're generous and give us. No, they did not replace him in the cohort. That's not great, but not. So, with that being said, let's see what we can do with Rabbi Ranged over here. In terms of upgrades, okay, if we go to this next one, we'll be able to do. Oh, our servo skill will now do 1 point of damage to a target, which I guess if as tactics games go, there's some characters that as long as they, if they don't take damage, they're in a precarious thing. Or you know what? Best case scenario, it'll be able to get us to one of the downed Necrons, hit him for the one, get rid of that corpse while we're moving forward and doing something else, and it'll be for free. And if I recall correctly, this will also collect that cognition point on them as well. So we kind of start getting our, mana flow going. Let's see, machine spirits deal +2 damage as well. That's one cognition, and then just still kind of hurt that Minister Melee is dead. Now we've got even more augment slots. Since you are now the only source of damage, we got to make sure that you stay on top of that. What is this? You just got a new slot, so let's go ahead and use. See, he's starting to get a little bit weirded out there, but be able to slot in some things around the sides on the arm. Yeah. Okay, what missions do we have? Let's see if we can get some kind of where we get another. Let's see. That heals 2. This one gives bonus energy damage. Blackstone. Got to take on a death mark. Get exactly the mechanic behind those guys. I think this is an upgraded Scarab. Serves. Now, what has Videx got? He's got an easier mission, trying to cleanse the tomb, and he'll get us this blaster STC. So, yeah, let's go ahead with that since we're down a tech priest. Okay, now we get, I guess, another server to act as cannon fodder. Let's see if we can also get this other cant going. So we've got 2 different cants of the craft, and we've got a litany of life. 1 second, what do we have in terms of canticles? We need to do another mission without doing it. Okay, so that'll be third of 3, and then we can really just start and be liberal with that. So yeah, let's go back. Let's go do Videx mission. Try and stall for time until we get a reward that gives us another tech priest, or we turn Rabbi Range into such a badass that he just over there blasting everything within an inch of its life. Lector Dogmatus Videx. Okay. He wants us to go in and purge Xeno, cleanse this tomb world of the Xeno's influence. See how well that goes since this is their planet. Okay, Kefra. Spiritual integrity of mission is at stake. Kefra, you gotta get over it. What essentially it comes down to. Alright, he's worried about the corruption of the Xenos, so let's get on with it. This is deployment 3. Let's see, we've got a split map, 2 ways to get there, glyph there, glyph over there. So Since we want to increase our vocabulary, let's go ahead and get the glyph going. That direction. It's like a number of decisions no matter which way we go. Alright. Take purge the corruption with prayer. No. Scour it away with flame. Maybe. Purge it with flame and see what that does. Prayer has power, but I cannot deny fire does too. Alright, we got 2 CP out of that, so at least we're not deploying Rabbi Range by himself. Should we run into any trouble? Alright, looks like we've got a couple more decisions before we get to the glyph. Shut it down before the area attracted to, or the enemy are attracted to the den. Don't damage the machine. Okay. You can either ignore the noise, diagnose and fix the parts of the servitor, or silence it. Alright, let's scrutinize since he told us we cannot ruin the machine. So there, we get another 2 CP. So we'll be able to deploy 4 out of the 5 of the servitors along with our tech priests. But now the Necrons are with you. Okay, so they've detected our presence. Xeno's map room. Most disturbing. Alright, Iconoclasm. Destroy everything. Ignore them. Or take pictures of them. Take pictures of them. And I'm not as orthodox as Vidox here, so here to gather information. And we got another 2 CP, but now we've gone past our max, so we can deploy all 5 at the same time at the start of the mission, so there's at least some cannon fodder in the way. So I count that as a win. Let's see, we've got a glyph. Let's see if it's one that we've learned. And this has been pretty good for us. This has not been messed with, but I want to go ahead and learn that. So, see, yeah, more Blackstone. I don't know why I call it Lackstone. Brain's getting foggy, I guess. Alright, so we're able to deploy as much as possible. We haven't woken up the Xenos yet. Complete up, as I say it. Great, extra Necrons in battle right as we go to battle. I took what I thought to be the path that's shortest resist or least resistance, so it is what it is. Hopefully, it doesn't kick in this fight, but we'll find out real soon. Like I said, we're going to be able to deploy all 5 of servitors. So we'll have decoys in front. Looks like he's right in the middle in terms of initiative, so put a wall of meat around him. Have absolutely 0 reinforcements coming, so we still got to be careful. And who's first? Right. You're up, and there's nowhere for you to hide. So these terrible, terrible places. So let's see if memory serves. Only the warriors are the enemy types in this particular mission, so I guess run in on them as best we can so we can secure the area. Pause on you for a moment. Pause on you for a moment, as we need to get this servitor right in our face out of the way. Okay, since... Alright. Again, I want to leave a spot open so Tech Priest can get in there, scan it. I believe that gives us even more Blackstone. Oh, come now. Alright, you took 4 damage. Still doing your job, which is cool. Let's see if we can get somebody else up here to take that last hit for you. Bye-bye. Okay, you can't actually scan this turn, but can you get into a place where you can hit somebody? Yes, you can. Over here, somebody twice. Go ahead and use the servo skull. Will collect a cognition point. Hit somebody. Damage as well. Go ahead and get that extra point of cognition. We're going to need it, so hiding from it. Oh, okay, that's interesting. If we have a chance, we'll try and heal that one servitor, if at all possible. Now, you are in range, yes, and we're going to hit you for physical, so let's hope you have physical. I'm sorry, you have no armor or energy armor. Get that acid on you. We'll get the stats on you finally. Start building up towards that canticle. And you do have, or you did have, two energy armor, but my range was able to get it all done in one. So yeah, let's go over here. Let's get this guy healed up if at all possible. Don't play the, oh, you're out of the range. There we go. 2 to 4 repaired. 3, well, 4 would have been better, but take what we can. Grab by range with another solid turn. Okay, and you guys bring up the rear just in case somebody is going to try and pull a sneaky on us. Oh, and for those of you paying attention, I'm of course wearing my Star Wars accoutrement, best dad in the galaxy shirt today. Let's see if I can get this camera to work. Best dad in the galaxy. There we go. Wife gave me that, and it fits because yeah, he wasn't able to get his son into the family business, but Vader did it pretty. Oh, see, I knew a Necron warrior was coming up behind us, so there we go. Let's see if we can roll up, roll up, roll. No, we're gonna hit this thing first. Do 2 points of damage and then move forward, since you're not actually going to be able to kill it. And do that. And we're going to wait on you, since you can't get past for you. Just going to bum rush them with the servitors up to the front. Come on, live. Yes. 1 point of damage left on you, but we're going to be able to again get the bum's rush going. So you'll perhaps live long enough. Okay, we'll stand over here, scan this device, get the Blackstone out of it. That's about a good 80. That. Okay, with this one, don't need to do anything. We get our machine spirit bonus. So he's gonna absorb 2 damage or 2 energy damage, which is cool. It's cool, I guess. Now you're gonna get that acid dot on and perhaps get an out joint. That's cool because now we know what armor it will take to back or beat you down. Sorry. Let's put you there. Just gonna start beating up on this thing with another servitor. Oh, it's got 3 hit points on. Do 1 to 2, so we can also break it up. See if we get even more blackstone out of it, and put you there just in case. So there we go. Oh, where do we stand so we can get our attack of opportunity in addition to being able to swing on you this turn? Right in front. We're going to get the bonus of +3 damage on our machine spirit. So yeah, 4 to 5 physical. You're not making it out of here, my friend. Hey, we can just stay right there with you. 8. Hit again on those 2. Run in and hit you and perhaps even end you. Because you don't have spirit charge, which is fine. So there. Damage. So if he moves, he's pretty much done. And yep, he's done. So right now, you, Mr. Server 3, I don't trust any of this stuff over here. I don't trust that for sure. Let's see if we can get a third. Oh yeah, I really don't. Let's see if we can at least block Rabbi Ranged here from getting shot at. The guy across the way. Now, to do 2 damage on this device here. See what happens when you destroy them. Oh, so it subtracts from the Necron Awakening. There's another one there, so we want to get that Blackstone as well. But can we actually hit this guy? Oh, we don't have any cognition point. Let's go ahead and reveal his stats so we know what we're dealing with. Again, he's got energy armor, and he just took a point of damage because why the heck not? Be able to come over here and deal with this Xeno. Yeah, we've got 3 turns to get that done. So we'll be there in plenty of time, one would hope. But right now I can't do anything else. Save in the turn. 4 damage to the face. Okay, you guys actually get to go. So running up on this guy should be fine. Interesting if I'll be able to keep all of the servitors alive. Okay. New round, new day. No, we're just gonna. No, we're gonna move you out of the way so you're not in Rabbi Range's way when he needs to move around and try and gather cognition points. let's see. I'll have your machine spirit up, so it's just going to be 1 to 2 points of damage physical. 1, maybe. So you, same thing. Oh wait, you do have your machine spirit up, so you might actually be able to end this guy. That you did. Plus you got 1 more cognition. Gravy. Would have been nice to have been able to get the 80 or so Blackstone, but we'll live with it. The important thing is the 1 tech priest we have is still alive, and the mission is completed. Perhaps getting us closer to getting a replacement for tech priest that we lost on the last mission. Alright, and this was all to put incense into the tomb area. Okay. Again, not a big fan of Videx's orthodoxy, but we'll have to deal with it. One never knows in a playthrough how many actual dungeon runs you'll be able to go on. So ones that you can do, go ahead and do. Particularly if you get a chance to get some more STCs out of it. This one, I believe, gave us a different weapon we'll be able to use. Ranged weapon, if memory serves correctly. Lost 0 Blackstone due to troop deaths. 36 more for enemy deaths. 93 for mission completion. And we got something that gives us a 50% dodge chance. But the big prize is the Volkite Blaster, which is 3 CP, single target energy attack. And it requires 2 augments. I think we have the SCC that does better than that. It'll go from single target to a range or own attack afterwards. So we'll be able to hit multiple targets at once if we can. So let's go ahead and close that out. We got our third 3 cancel the craft, so now we're doing physical attacks plus 9 damage, and we can kind of start using our canticles much more liberally. So in case we get surrounded or it gets really, really desperate, we can just unleash that on somebody. I think this works on everything in the party, so even the servitors would be able to get a plus 9 attack bonus. And they do physical damage anyway, so they'd be able to trigger it. Again, they did not replace anything here. So let's look at the missions that are coming up. Oh joy, they are remaining the same, so they don't really rotate. Okay, well let's see, we get a different the Skitarii Ranger, level 1, if we finish this one. Use this on a troop to give it a plus 1 damage and 25% crit chance, and about 100 Blackstone. Up against warrior. A flayed one, which is a thing, and more of the scare. Okay. Since I do want to start using different types of units, I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Agrelec sector. Apparently all of these missions take place around the planet that we're on. I'll go ahead and do that mission then for Videx, so I can get a different get a different troop type around here than just the servitor. Especially the level 1s, they only do 1 to 2 points of damage. Well, they get their machine spirit pretty easy, but they are pretty much cannon fodder. It'd be great if I can get them to get more health. But let's see what we can upgrade on Rabbi Ranged here. Perhaps we get something with more HP. Yes, that's the next step for a cost of 163. Let's see, plus 1 energy armor. 3 and 3 movement, or 1 energy damage. The energy damage would allow us to scan and hit a little bit harder at the same time. And there's other energy weapons out there, especially the Velkite weapon we just unlocked. That STC4. So, but this would tend to get us down that energy line. But if we can kind of overwhelm those shields anyway, I think that might be worth it. And go ahead and do that. Don't really need to move much since I'm going to be hiding behind whatever troops I have. Okay, and actually, we have a chance to upgrade again. So let's see what else is on the next. What's the next thing? Spec tree. And you can go back and forth. You can select any spec tree you want at any time. Let's see. That don't need to. Oh, this will reduce cognition point usage. Return is interesting. For Lex Mechanic, we get one cognition point at the beginning if the gauge is empty. Should be constantly positive then. Positive. A surplus. There we go. Restore 1 HP at the beginning of this unit's turn. Go ahead and take that. So we don't have to use that. Plus, every hit point with our last Tech Priest is precious, so let's go ahead and keep that going. But now we've got 2 open augment slots. Again, the Volkite Blaster takes 3, and the Arc Rifle takes 2, but it turns into a cone attack. What else do we have? We got the Scrubber, we got the Blast Pit. Yikes. I want to be able to. Should I look into melee? No, because as soon as he gets surrounded, I'm stuck. And the goal is to not have anybody running up. So 1 to 8 energy. Area size is increased with Machine Spirit. 2 to 4 physical plus acid plus an extra damage on the Machine Spirit. I don't want to walk out there with ways to. Oh, we can get rid of this canister. Come up here and canister. So there. And what do we replace that with? Let's go ahead and get this built. So since he's going to be hiding behind all of our troops, we're going to go ahead and make sure that he can protect as many as possible. Oh, I've neglected to put these on. My bad. Not put on items I should have been. That's all of our augment slots filled. On, starting to look a bit beefier. Still ranged. Don't have anybody else. And hopefully we'll be able to make enough to upgrade them a little bit more going forward. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and call it. That's, I believe, 3 missions run today. We lost Minister Melee in a horrible double move accident. But his research will not be forgotten. Hopefully, I mean, soon we'll be able to get to a place where we'll be able to replace him. I really am, since this is an Ironman run and permadeath is on, I getting some heart palpitations based on the fact that I only got 1 tech priest, and if you lose him, game over. So I won't really want to go up against any of the destroyer classes again. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Be a little bit of time for me to edit this all together. I think with the stream that I was trying to do. It wasn't recording properly. I don't know how hard it's going to be to stitch all together. Maybe I can make it all work. But it should be up later on today because right now I just got to go take care of some house stuff before the kids get home. So I'll see you guys next time. Been Mr. Toptio playing Warhammer 40k. I really hope this RNG starts going in my favor because I really, really would like to get this game done and dusted. It's again, I'm just a big fan of this whole Adeptus Mechanicus aesthetic, everything that they're into, their whole oeuvre. So I'm having fun with this. I'm gonna go back if you guys don't like it. I'm gonna go back to my personal save, my own playthrough, and keep going with that because this game is fun. I mean, there's a lot of Warhammer 40k games out there, and they're not all that great. This is one of the better ones. Uh, but again, hopefully, I'll be able to figure out what's going on with Twitch. I know that they've recently got hacked, and there may be some problems with that. Maybe the people were back again, but I was dropping 80% of frames at one point for no appreciable reason. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. I'm not going to make you guys watch a stream that is going to be choppy as all get out. I know I can do better than that. So I'm going to leave it right here, right now. And then I'm just going to go ahead and upload this to YouTube. It's going to be in the playlist with the rest of my Warhammer, all the miniature paintings, and my first stream, or not stream, but my first recording, which walked us through the tutorial. Don't know how much farther I can make it. They're at 8% now. And again, that's the ticking clock on all of this. See how, once it reaches 100, we're done here on Silva Tenebris. So, again, thank you all for stopping by. Go ahead and leave a like if you don't mind. Feel free to subscribe. If you have any comments on anything that I should be doing or builds that I ought to be trying out, I'm willing to take that advice. Or if you have any suggestions on what other Warhammer 40k games are out there that would be interesting to try. Not much of a shooter fan, so if there's any kind of other real-time strategy or another tactics games like this, please let me know because I'm sort of invested in the whole 40k genre at the moment. Like I said, I got to finish up my painting. Still got 4 more figurines I've got to do from the initial pack I bought of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Don't quite have an army yet, but I really, really would like to get one done. I don't know where I'd find. Forget the name of the main hero for the Adeptus Mechanicus, but he's that one guy that really just looks like a hunched over robot. I believe his name is Cull or Kroll or something like that. I've got the book with his picture on it. But forgive me, I have really been away from this for about good 3 or 4 months. The lore's not as tight as it needs to be on that. I'll get better at that. Yeah, if you have anything else that you'd like to see or anything else that you suggest I should make sure and play, please let me know. That way we can go ahead and keep playing all of this together and keep this channel going. Again, you can catch me on Twitch or you can catch me stop by our Patreon, both at Mr. Toptio. Thank you all for stopping by. Have a good day.